زينب عبد الكاظم سلمان, an assistant professor, doctor from الثانية University, History Department. This lecture is divided into two parts. In the first part, I am going to explain about tenses, present tenses, past tenses, future tenses, questions with question words, questions with no question word, and form. Present tenses. For example, he lives with his parents. She speaks 3 languages. I'm enjoying the course. They are studying at university. Past tense. For example, he went to America last year. She came to England 3 years ago. Future forms. For example, I'm going to work as an interpreter. What are you doing tonight? Two questions. Questions with question words. Number 1. Questions can begin with a question word. For example, what, where, which, how, who, when, why, whose. For example, the first sentence is, where is the station? Why are you laughing? Whose is this coat? How does she go to work? 2. What, which, and whose can be followed by a noun. For example, what size do you take? Which sort of music do you like? Which coat is yours? Whose book is this? 3. Which is generally used when there is a limited choice. For example, which is your husband? The blonde one or the dark one? This rule is not always true. For example, what newspaper do you read? Also, we can say, which newspaper do you read? 4. How can be followed by an adjective or an adverb? For example, how big is this new car? How fast does it go? How can also be followed by much or many. For example, how much is this sandwich? How many brothers and sisters have you got? Questions with no question word. The answer to these questions is yes or no. For example, are you hot? Yes, I am. Or no, I'm not. 2. Is she working? Yes, she is. Or no, she isn't. 3. Does he smoke? Yes, he does. Or no, he doesn't. Number 4. Can you swim? Yes, I can. Or no, I can't. Form. Verb. In positive, for example, she is reading. In a question, is she reading? In positive, they are watching a film. In a question, what are they watching? In positive, they can't drive. In a question, can she drive? Verb forms with no auxiliary verb. In the present simple and the past simple, there is no auxiliary verb in the positive. For example, they live in London. He arrived yesterday. Do, does, did is used in the question. For example, do they live in London? Where does Bill come from? When did he arrive? As for the second part, I'm going to explain about present simple, present continuous, have and have got. Present simple. Its form, positive and negative. For example, I live near here. I don't live near here. We live near here. We don't live near here. You live near here. You don't live near here. They live near here. They don't live near here. He lives near here. He doesn't live near here. She lives near here. She doesn't live near here. It lives near here. It doesn't live near here. Question. For example, where do I live? Where do we live? Where do you live? Where do they live? Where does he live? Where does she live? Where does it live? Short answer. For example, do you like Peter? Yes, I do. Does she speak French? No, she doesn't. Use. The present simple is used to express about number 1, a habit. For example, I get up at 7:30. Cinda smokes too much. Number 2, a fact which is always true. For example, vegetarians don't eat meat. We come from Spain. Number 3, a fact which is true for a long time. For example, I live in Oxford. She works in a bank. Present continuous. Its form am, is, are plus ing. Present participle. Positive and negative. For example, I am working. I'm not working. He is working. He isn't working. She is working. She isn't working. It is working. It isn't working. We are working. We aren't working. You are working. You aren't working. They are working. They aren't working. Question. For example, what am I wearing? What's he wearing? What's she wearing? What is it wearing? What are we wearing? What are you wearing? What are they wearing? Short answer. For example, are you going? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. But not yes, I'm. Another example. Is Anna working? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. But not yes, she is. Use. The present continuous is used to express number 1, an activity happening now. For example, They are playing football in the garden. She can't answer the phone because she is washing her hair. Number 2. An activity happening around now, but perhaps not at the moment of speaking. For example, she is studying maths at university. I'm reading a good book by Henry James. 3. A planned future argument. For example, I'm meeting this boy at 10 o'clock tomorrow. What are you doing this evening? Present simple and present continuous. Look at the wrong sentences and compare them with the correct sentences. For example, the first one, Hans is coming from Germany. This sentence is wrong. The correct sentence is Hans comes from Germany. This is a great party. Everyone has a good time. This sentence is wrong. This is a great party. Everyone is having a good time. This is the correct sentence. I read a good book at the moment. It's wrong sentence. I'm reading a good book at the moment. This is a correct sentence. 2. There are some verbs that are usually used in the present simple only. They express a state, not an activity. For example, I like cook. This is a correct sentence. But I'm liking cook. This is a wrong sentence. Other verbs like this are think, agree, understand, and love. Now I will explain have and have got. Its form in positive. For example, I have 2 sisters. I've got 2 sisters. We have 2 sisters. We've got 2 sisters. You have 2 sisters. You've got 2 sisters. They have 2 sisters. They've got 2 sisters. He has 2 sisters. She has got 2 sisters. In negative, for example, I don't have any money, or I haven't got any money. We don't have any money. We haven't got any money. You don't have any money. You haven't got any money. They don't have any money. They haven't got any money. He doesn't have any money. He hasn't got any money. She doesn't have any money. She hasn't got any money. Any question? For example, do I have a car? Do we have a car? Do you have a car? Do they have a car? Does he have a car? Does she have a car? Have I got a car? Have we got a car? Have you got a car? Have they got a car? Has he got a car? Has she got a car? In short answer. For example, do you have a camera? Yes, I do. Or, no, I don't. Have you got a camera? Yes, I have. Or, no, I haven't. We can use contractions V and S with have got, but not with have. For example, I've got a sister. I have a sister. But not I've a sister, because this is wrong. Use number 1. Have and have got mean the same. Have got is informal. We use it a lot when we speak, but not when we write. For example, have you got a light? The Prime Minister has a meeting with the President today. In American English, have plus do does is much more common. Number 2. Have and have got express possession. For example, I have a new car. I have 3 children. I have blonde hair. I've got a new car. I've got 3 children. I've got blonde hair. She has a new car. She has 3 children. She has blonde hair. She's got a new car. She's got 3 children. She's got blonde hair. He has a new car. He has 3 children. He has blonde hair. He's got a new car. He's got 3 children. He's got blonde hair. 3. When have plus noun expresses an activity or a habit. Have and the do, does, don't, doesn't forms are used. Have got is not used. We will compare these sentences. The first one, I've got a shower in the morning. This sentence is wrong, but the correct sentence is I have a shower in the morning. 2. What time have you got lunch? This sentence is wrong. What time do you have lunch? This sentence is correct. Number 3. He has never got milk in his coffee. This sentence is wrong, but the sentence is correct is he never has milk in his coffee. Number 4. In the past tense, the got forms are unusual. Had with, did and didn't is much more common. For example, I had a bicycle when I was young. My parents had a lot of books in the house. Number 3. Did you have a nice weekend? The last sentences. I didn't have any money when I was a student.